get into this one. I'm watching the techie's POV of him just, you know, minefield signing.
And canceling it.
What does weathermancery mean? Just like a necromancy, I guess you're bringing things back from the dead. Weathermancery, you can control the weather?
I guess so. Disruptor, big on weather, like controlling the storms, thunders, storms. Is there anything else like glimpse? What the hell is glimpse?
Yeah, I guess in the sense of
weather. What is
pulling
glimpse?
people
You're
back?
like,
I don't know what glimpsing someone is. Like you taking a glimpse, you're taking a look. It doesn't exactly
taking a look into a future to see what the weather is going to be. Weather forecast. Yeah, there we go.
So we have the Farmer's Almanac for. You know about that?
No.
The Farmer's Almanac is like history of weather, at least in the United States, I believe, for hundreds of years back. And we use that to predict the weather and weather trends that should be coming up in certain areas of the country and all that. So it's basically just guessing weather based on
you just got me hyped up so much. It's 3 a.m., 4 a.m. here, but this just woke me up. I'm not even kidding.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work when you've destroyed the planet so much that, you know, it's just 91 degrees in the middle of November anyway. So, whatever. And for all you Europeans, 33, 35.
No. 35 in November?
In some areas, you know, when you mess up the planet as much as you do.
Hey, you're saying it like other people's messed up the planet, like you didn't contribute to it.
I didn't. On a scale of relativity, I did nothing.
You're right, but let's check some of these lanes. Bottom lane, I see Void CSing nicely, Ulu doing a good job, and Irving's now hits level 2, puts the point in Poison Sting. You want to hit that level 3, put the second point in Poison Sting. Every single time Void gets close, you do just go on him. But Red Panda with Disruption, you also want to be going on Venomancer, use that Poison Sting against him, so that's going to be really good. Maybe they could even get a kill in this lane. Casual Bash. This is a 17% chance lane. Whoever gets those bashes in. Time lock is on a different number, but I'd say like 17% is the most random number in Dota.
Yeah. 17% usually equals 100%. It's either it equals 100 or 0. Rarely do I see it be anything in between. Like 17%. Imitator. Chased for a second, and Red Panda trying to use some of that shadow poison to back these heroes off, but only one stack right now. There's the charge, but Ulu just gonna use that time walk. Nothing really coming of that. Not a lot of damage on Ulu. I'm a little bit surprised that he time walked.
Yeah, that was the shortest time walk I've seen. Like, didn't even do anything, just casted it in place. Mid lane's going really, really well here for XWY. He's causing a lot of problems for this puck. Like, I want to see some rotations as soon as puck hits level 6. And I know Aster.Aries probably knows about it, so Red Panda needs to be ready with him being there, or TP rotate, use Disruption during this coil, because Spirit Breaker wants to charge in, Disruptor with the glimpse, control this Void Spirit, but seems like XWY will hit level 6 faster than puck will, Phoenix.
Right.
In terms of CS, 22-2 against 17-0, so we'll have some of that extra experience, and also Phoenix left the lane for a short period of time.
I mean, you just think about this there, it's like XWY should theoretically be the guy win this matchup. Mid charge coming through, Ulu sitting a little bit low, but look at that, Red Panda's got the stacks on the Shadow Poison, get that first blood on Irving. Eventually they'll end up getting the trade as the Venomous Gale will run out on Ulu.
This is what we mentioned, Poison Sting. It's like buying Orb of Venom against Terrorblade. He uses Reflection on you. Same goes for Venomancer, so creating those illusions out of Venom does really hurt him a lot. Ulu needs to have some kind of help in this bottom lane. Needs his tangos need some kind of a region, but for now, Red Panda will TP mid, refill bottle on Void Spirit. They understand that XWY is going to be that playmaker, as every Void Spirit is, because you have Underlord as your offlane. He's not really a hero that moves a lot. Sure, now with the like relatively introduction of the Fiend's Gate, I would say, he became much more mobile, so he can be anywhere on the map, which does benefit hero a lot.
Especially with Twin Gates just in the game. You can Twin Gate, Fiend Gate, move around, do your thing. Williams Thunder Strike, Sticky Bomb down. Undyne trying to chase TK. As blasting off, Firestorm, Undyne getting low, and a Blood Grenade. TK ends up surviving with 15 health.
That's massive. Like, stats on techies, like if he goes for a different item build, he dies there, but because he has 3 branches and Circlet, it's a lot of HP. So sitting at 800, having 67 damage, being Universal Hero, like, it's nuts what this hero can do. One of the reasons why this hero is the most big hero across all regions, Division 1. Red Panda.
Stuck on this cliff.
How did he get there? He got
I
dashed
think he
or
got
something.
bumped up by the Spirit Breaker, if I had to guess, based on the tip.
Yeah, I'm just
didn't see
looking
it.
at the other heroes, and other heroes can't get in there unless there's a Spirit Breaker. Imitator going
Charging Red
for
Panda
that
as he
charge,
TP'd out.
but yeah, this should also reveal the ward that they had on the high ground, so Red Panda should be able to D-ward. Void Spirit will get Glimpse back. Let's see. Shield Rune will get denied.
Yeah, very important one to deny, but Undyne's going to lose his life for that because they hit level 6 on the Void Spirit, have that Astral Step, and it's a lot of damage at all points in the game. Aster.Aries, like, this is... I know it's Team Bright. I know it's a battle of 2 of these guys at the bottom, or 2 of these teams at the bottom of the bracket, but, like, overall, this is kind of the play I expect from Aster.Aries, this confident play. Interesting time walk there.
You can dodge Spirit Breaker's charge if you time it correctly.
How precise does that need to be? Because that seemed to be right on the money.
You need to be e-gamer. You can't just do it on your own.
So it's not something I could do.
Certified e-gamer, yeah, you have to have.
Did you go to school for that certification? Like, is that like a 4-year degree?
It's a 5-year degree here in Europe.
Okay. Cool. Get advertised that a lot on my Instagram. They're like, would you like a degree in esports? I'm like, not really. So, I mean, they're looking to get Ulu. I'm not surprised. Right now, he's got 1 Healing Lotus if need be. But I could expect potentially with the Chronosphere, XWY TPing down here bottom and then helping out to get these kills.
Yeah, he's constantly low. I see that Irving's using Plague Ward, right-clicks him immediately, level 1 per Plague Ward, but 3 points in Poison Sting. So he does not want to being full HP by any means. Undyne's here as well, 2 points in Glimpse.
And he's got that level 6, Chrono on 2. And they're going to TP in TK. They've got the Disruption. It's onto the Venomancer, but they're going to glimpse TK out of this one. And Ulu, after that Chrono, well, he's just going to die. They get the kill on the Undyne. They look over at Irving. Red Panda trying to get something, but it does feel like XWY can come in here and clean up. Resonant Pulse gets the kill on Irving, and now they're going to look as Imitator drops too. And I feel like maybe XWY could have been here a bit earlier to help out, but instead here he is. And,
nah, this is precise. He's not late.
Experience.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I know. I felt that. I'm like, all right, this is calculated by the greedy mid.
And Void giving his refilling bottle for his older brother, the wiser Void Spirit, and he's going to go back to the mid lane. Void faces Void could have survived there if he popped a Healing Lotus immediately, would have mana to TP out. I think that could have been the play, because you know that you're already dead. Even with 3 points in Time Walk, you can't Time Walk all the damage. This constant harassment coming out from Venomancer.
Want to take the Twin Gate top. I think he's going to look for this Naga Siren, because he got his bottle refilled twice. That was interesting. All right, never mind. Doesn't find anybody. I thought maybe he'd find the Naga Siren if he was in and out of there really quickly, but he not only got his bottle filled by the Faceless Void, he also got it filled up by the Shadow Demon. And, oh,
they might find him.
Yeah, Naga Siren. That's a problem. They can set up an Aether Remnant. They're going to look to get this kill. Astral Step, back and forth. There's the kill on the Hidu-T. And, I mean, that's exactly what they were looking for, and he kind of just showed up and did it easy.
He waited there for a long time. He was there for like good 30 seconds, and this is going to secure them the tower. They will give it to XWY because he spent some time there wasted. Who got the last hit? It was Red Panda. But yeah, XWY, this is, I would say, so far his best performance. PK almost manages to survive there because of the build. Circlet, Magic Wand, 2 crowns for a king for each techies. Is there 3 of them or is it 2 of them?
It's usually 3. Charge in.
Needs another crown then.
They've got the silence. Astral Step, Imitator, not gonna die from that. He's got a haste rune to work with. I'm pretty sure there's one stuffed in like one of the barrels. There's one riding on the front and one on the, yeah, you see the second one or the third one? It's on the back of the back deck.
I don't see 2 of them, but whatever.
Undyne, Glimpse, and dead. It's that sticky bomb that gets the kill. And it's still a 1K lead here for Aster.Aries.
I would say that they're in full control of this game because Underlord TP's bottom. He's going to be defending the tower, does have Fiend's Gate available. They can't really bring him down. He does have Vanguard going into mech. I said that I wanted to see all the auras being built on Underlord, where you get like Crimson, Pipe, Guardian Greaves, you're playing into Venomancer. Once he gets that Pipe online, damage from Bright is not going to be there. Pipe plus mech, this is the big timing for Aster.Aries.
So Aster.Aries looking for some timings and see what they can grab and grasp in terms of it. Haven't really seen Phoenix move off the mid lane too much. He's looking for that Witchblade. Imitator's still sitting level 5 too. And so is this Disruptor. Actually, Disruptor's only level 4.
Shadow Demon's about to crack level 6. One of the better heroes to farm the jungle with, especially if you do manage to go for Arcane Boots, then you're good to go. Find maybe a neutral item, some Arcane Ring that gives you mana. Want to make a move here on Ulu. He needs some kind of a help.
And they've got it. Wow, that was very easy, it seemed, as they had the Dream Coil, the Nether Strike with the charge, the control came out, and well, he was unable to Time Walker do anything. Disruption and the Aether Remnant. That means they'll at least get a trade here on Undyne, but that's not really the one you want to be trading for your 1 position.
Yeah, might change his name to Dyne, considering how things are going for him. 0, 5, and 1 on Disruptor. Just cracked level 5, so this Static Storm is not going to be available for a very long time. Charge on 2 of them. Look good. Red Panda, he was thinking about popping that Demonic Purge.
Blast off, and Imitator sitting low. Resonant Pulse, they've got the Fiend's Gate coming in. That's going to be help here from the Underlord, and look at that, he comes in, Pit of Malice on it too with the Firestorm on these heroes. Put the ult on the XWY, that Noxious Plague, and as those mines start to explode, kill off Undyne, Irving's in trouble. They might end up losing XWY here, but if they can kill off Phoenix, may all be worth it. That Sticky Bomb explodes, and Phoenix goes the other way with that Illusory Orb. He survives it all, but a trade that kind of ends up even.
Phoenix is getting a lot. Witchblade already done, so this is the timing when Puck is gonna shine. He does want these longer fights where he gets like 5, 6 of those Witchblade attacks, gets multiple round of spells as well. Problem is your Disruptor died again, so his team fight contribution is not gonna be there for a long time.
Yeah, he is just level 5. Really needs to pick up this Wisdom Rune. At least one would hope. That was a blast off bottom, but not landing. How's Ulu doing? Ulu's trying to get back into the game. He's got Mask of Madness. So we'll see how quickly he can start to figure his game out. But compared to the Naga Siren, he's 1,000 gold behind.
Nah, his lane got sacked, I would say. Venomancer, not the easiest matchup for Faceless Void to play into. Red Panda. Ooh.
TK. Yeah, he's silenced. And now Pit of Malice, Mac Glimpse, and the Dream Coil. And committed kind of a bit here to get the kill on a TK as Red Panda throws out that Demonic Purge. Not quite doing the damage. They need a little bit more help as the charge comes through and hits on a Red Panda. They've got a couple more heroes looking to dive in, but not exactly the most protection there. As over mid, Static Storm is used, and Hidu is trying to get a kill on the XWY. He's all by himself, and he'll end up dead.
That's a big one.
They killed him again.
This is where Disruptor gets level 6 and finally use it. Now pushes him to level 7. You don't expect Nagasaran to go for these like early kills. This is also pre-Manta. And now Hidu, he's at a good spot. Manta style done. Pushes him even further away from this Faceless Void.
Look at this Shadow Demon low again. Red Panda trying to survive. Glimpse back towards the Illusory Orb, and that's just going to be another kill here onto Red Panda. And they were trying to get the kill onto the Spirit Breaker, but they weren't able to catch him. He's charging all the way through. Chrono used on both of them.
Chrono.
Firestorm hits them both. And this is going to be a kill on Imitator and Phoenix.
That was nicely done. Spirit Breaker charged like right through where Puck is standing. Faceless Void had Chrono available, was thinking about not even popping it for Puck because Time Dilation also does destroy this hero. This ability is so powerful. Just like, well, you can't use your spells.
So, I mean, that really helps Ulu kind of recover his game a little bit. Gets him at least that Maelstrom that he was looking for, the Mask of Madness Maelstrom build. Mid lane, blast off lands, connects on Hidu. Oh, I thought maybe they'd go for this, but they caught him post mirror image.
There's an item that I called during the draft that I want to see Hidu go for. That's
First
Orchid, and he's going for it.
Fiend's Gate and Static Storm. Can they keep him alive? No. And now you've got your Underlord in a very bad way. He's going to try and Fiend's Gate out of there.
He's out.
And he will, but he'll end up snapping. They're going back in. The Spirit Vessel's on him. They're also charging this Underlord. And that Fiend's Gate's going to run out before he's able to get back through the gate while they're
DK,
trying to search and go for the Disruptor.
Well, Underlord didn't.
Oh, Astral Step on 3. Undyne. Underlord dies. Irving falls. And Phoenix going back in. He got a kill on a TK. Now he's going to look over on the XWY. But no longer silenced, and that should be an Illusory Orb jaunt as he's got Hidu coming back to potentially help. They have the vision. They'll stop the TP at the last second and get the kill on that XWY.
Oh, man. Phoenix, he had a bit of a slow start, but now popping off. Like those couple of kills that he got on the mid lane. And also Venomancer. Like we see this hero with Spirit Vessel. He gets the Noxious Plague off. It's going to spread around. A couple of Plague Wards fighting into it. The Bright wants to take these like longer engagements while Aster.Aries, they want to commit with the Chronosphere, try to get a kill. Void Spirit, if he goes in, uses all of his toolkit, he's not going to be able to get out of the trouble, especially now that he kind of switched his item build. I think it's also good and bad at the same time, if that makes sense, because he was thinking about getting a Yasha, get that Manta style to dispel some of these things, but now also wants to pick up Aghanim Scepter to be able to control this Puck, cut into backlines, kill off Disruptor immediately. This is the build that we don't see. I think Emo was the one who played it maybe once or twice with it. Another Static Storm. Oh no.
Yeah, this is a problem again. Ulu's caught and the Dream Coil hits him. They'll go to the Glimpse. They've got the Pit of Malice. He's surviving for now, though. And Imitator's going to go down. Ulu able to survive it all. Gets the Chrono off. It's on a Phoenix. Now they have the control. They'll get the kill. They'll take out 3. The turnaround, it really looked like they were going to be able to kill off Ulu there.
They did not have enough damage. Disruption on Puck to keep him alive so he doesn't get the silence and coil off immediately. You could also try to save it until Faceless Void gets coiled and then you go for it. But one of the reasons like why Underlord was such a good pick we've seen a couple of times so far is Fiend's Gate join a fight when they do go for a hero, comes into a fight with Guardian Greaves, pops it, and then goes out.
Oh, game just going back and forth constantly as we're taking a look at this replay here. That chrono on a Phoenix. Boom, boom, boom. Reactive taser. Look at that. We're about to hit that 20-minute mark, so maybe we'll see one of these teams go for Tormentor. Imitator with that Bulwark, and wait a second, TK, he's got a Rod of Atos. And look at the kill and Imitator. I mean, that is not something you see from a techie's first item.
It's a good one. Great stats. Like usually we see it on Windranger from the mid lane. But in this one against Puck, against Spirit Breaker, and it's also a setup
Static
for
Storm.
your Underlord. Another Static Storm.
Spirit Vessel, Noxious Plague. And we'll pop that haste. Arvitos doesn't connect. They've got the glimpse. That'll send them over to the side, and that's pretty much it. They already used the Static Storm, so he's kind of free to go in. Aether Remnant lands. They have some control. There's another silence with the Resonant Pulse, and with that haste, he's trying to get something done, but now the Dream Coil locked on to the Pit of Malice. Radavitos once again doesn't connect. Sticky Bomb, when he comes back out of that phase shift, won't connect, and he'll just blink out.
XWI. With that Aghanim Scepter, you can see that Puck is already like being much more timid coming into the fight. But his items, it looks weird. Now you have this Oblivion Staff when you disassembled Echo Saber, and you have Yasha Recipe.
Okay. I'm in for that. Yules for the techies. So up and locked is the attempt here. I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's a good build. Bit of
Universal
a
Heroes
different
can
one.
Build anything they want, basically.
Gives you stats. Rod of Atos, as we said. With Yules, you have ways to dispel things on your own.
Oh. Oh. Phoenix. Dives away. What does Underlord have now? Guardian Greaves Pipe. Aura's complete.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
This is it. I was thinking maybe he wants to go back for Crimson as well, since you play into this Naga Siren, but seems like Lotus Orb is going to be the item of a choice, which is good. Great against Orchid, Ensnare, Venomancer, like even Spirit Breaker. When he charges in, he can't go for this Nether Strike. Good against Glimpse. Undyne, not the item build at VC. Like straight away, there's like one small item most of the time, maybe even a second one. You get like, well, I want to have Pavis, I want to have a Glimmer Cape. Going straight for the Ags, I mean, it does make sense in this game because you're playing with Naga Siren, and this could be a really good setup for it, so can't really blame him. Also didn't find the tier 2 neutral item yet. Token might find Philosopher's Stone, so this might be like 27 minutes, 28 minutes. Aghanim Scepter on him.
They found Undyne. Not really going to be that quick of an Ags if he keeps dying like this.
He's like, yeah, I'm done, guys.
Yeah, I know I'm dead. It's fine. And, one death away from hitting the double-digit mark. By the way, I had a B-Cop idea of the day find its way into my brain.
It's still the same day. You can't say it twice. It's the same day for you. When we started... But go ahead. Okay, this is the last day. I'll allow it.
So Lotus Orb, right? It exists.
Yes.
It's an item. And then there's the Lotuses in the pool, right? The Lotus pool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think there should be an interaction to charge up your Lotus Orb to reflect spells at a higher damage by using X amount of Lotus Petals.
So you get like extra 10% per Lotus.
Yeah. You reflect the spell back with extra spell damage or duration. Does it consume a charge
on Lotus or not?
Yes.
What if it's a great healing Lotus, and then it just becomes
then
2 charges of normal Lotus?
Yeah, or 3 charges or something like that. Charge in. Speaking of which, Fiend's Gate, Static Storm, in some trouble, now trying to survive, pops that pipe, running away, Guardian Greaves, here comes Ulu. He's into the Static Storm, there's the blast off, the Mind's down, the Aether Remnant, the Chrono. They still end up losing this Underlord. But with a Noxious Plague on Ulu, he's going to focus Irving. They'll take out Red Panda. And they really want to get this kill. But the Force Staff away, the Time Walk, the Kinetic Field, it's up. Spirit Vessel on him. Ulu.
He does have a BKB.
Now Dream Coil, BKB still running, gets a bash. Needs to just get a right click here. Finally finds it. And there's the Rod of Atos, the Time Walk, the bash, the kill on Undyne. He now hits 10 deaths.
Oh, Imitator also in trouble
There's
now.
a Yules on TK. That means he's lined up for the Aether Remnant, the Sticky Bomb, and potentially another death. And that is exactly what it's going to be. XWY still never dying.
Really good fight for Aster.Aries. Underlord survives long enough to be able to get his Firestorm off during that Chronosphere, and he just bought something. So yeah, Plate Mail for the next fight gonna be even tankier against Naga Siren and the Illusions. Like, you see the power of Naga Siren, even though she's not even 6 slotted yet. As soon as he got that heart, plus Orchid, he wants to join the fights. He feels relatively safe with 3000 HP, but Chronosphere lands. Percentage-based damage from Firestorm does one hell of a lot of damage, and you can see Red Panda, he tried to buy some time in the backlines with the defensive disruption, did it, and Ulu does manage to get a couple of cleanup kills here. Had to use a BKB charge, but it's worth it. He got very annoyed by these misses coming out from Heaven's Halberd.
And what did he miss, like 2 or 3 times in a row? And this was interesting. Into the Yules. But it is what it is. They're trying to get the Roche here. No chrono. For 36 seconds, but this isn't a fast Roche. Do they know what's happening? Did they scan on this?
Shang-Chi knows something is up. Venomancer is in this area. Still no chrono. Song is available. 20 seconds. Ulu, he's smoked.
He's trying to get over there. 16, 15. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close in terms of getting here with the chrono.
He's going to go in with a BKB, try to steal it. Already made a slot.
Let's see what he can do. Kinetic Field. Undyne sees him, and now they're going to go to the Song.
Didn't pop a BKB.
Oh, and that's going to be the Aegis. He needed to pop that BKB, but didn't do so, and that is just the difference maker. Clearly just the big difference maker. Noxious Plague, BKB, looking at Imitator. It's an early BKB now that they've got an Aegis in their hands. Noxious Plague going off, and they start to retreat on this one. They get the kill on the Imitator, but that's it. But maybe they could have more, especially with Chrono back up. But I guess the question is, who do you want to go for?
And in this situation, you gotta pop BKB. You scout things out with the sticky bombs, see how low Roshan was. So BKB charge. Maybe he was like, 8-second BKB. Do I want to pop it? Might get hit by Spirit Breaker with Nether Strike, and I'm still not going to be able to pick it up while the rest of my team is asleep. Bound to Rune, there to be picked up. It's going to be picked up by Red Panda.
Gaining
now
that
with the Blink Dagger.
wisdom.
Yeah. He can keep the distance, especially while having Eye of the Vizier as well.
Like Eye of the Vizier. Been a very popular neutral item. I don't know about you, but Vizier is a fun word to say. Give it a little
say
bit
it
of
one
flair.
more time. Let's hear it.
Vizier.
Okay.
Can you give me a roll? I know it's 3 a.m. for you. Give you a little
Okay.
roll of the tongue there on the Vizier.
Vizier.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. All right. Awesome. So now, like, working with this Aegis for Team Bright, gotta figure, I don't really think Bright are exactly looking to play too aggressive. If maybe they're gonna want the Disruptor to just finish this Ags, which needs a second more of timing.
He did find Philosopher's Stone. Needs to kill like 1 or 2 creeps and the gold will kick in.
Firestorm now self-targeting. Look at that. Gating. The kill on Undyne. That's so rude. They really, really want to slow down this Disruptor. But he's already got the axe.
He's good to
so
go.
even
He
if
can
you
play
kill him, That's fine.
If the game lasts for another 50 minutes, he's still going to be okay with just Aghanim Scepter.
Yep.
Might pick up a Blink Dagger later down the line, but that's it. He's good to go. Doesn't need an extra item because the combo still going to be there. You can't really itemize against it. Sleep into Naga Siren ulti, sorry, into Disruptor ulti. Imitator. Wow, that was really risky Chronosphere, but he lands it.
Has the bashes. Radovato's still getting away. That's not what you're expecting when you're going for this. And, well, how can they turn this around? They're going to try with the help of the puck. Phoenix comes in, but the right clicks, the bashes being a bit of a problem here for Hideti. They've got the charge coming back onto Ulu. And how far do they commit for this?
Oof. Chronosphere, 4 Spirit Breaker. This is position 4. If you don't have Chrono, you can't take a team fight, but you might try to take some seconds, like a minute away from Naga Siren with this Aghanim Scepter. I don't know if they can fight into it. Yeah,
Static
he's done
Storm,
so.
and that, yeah, probably means that XWY is dead here. Dream Coil committed on the Ulu. He'll pop that BKB so he can snap it. Snap it shut, and Imitator will lose his life to the Faceless Void, who no longer has that BKB available for him. So they're going around. They'll find the techies. Nobody getting that kill onto the Shadow Demon Courier while it flies over the fight, but TK surviving. They have the nets now onto the Underlord. Shang-Chi has the Lotus Orb, but the rest of the team is not with him. So he'll try to survive for as long as possible, but it's basically just space created.
Naga Siren deals so much damage. Now with the Butterfly pickup, Vindicator's Axe as well, going into Bloodthorn next. Using this opportunity where there's no Chronosphere available, so they go in and just get the damage done. The game is pretty even. I don't think anybody had more than 2k gold lead so far in this game.
No, I don't think so either.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, 28 to 18, but a lot of farm on this Naga Siren. The back end of this lineup still has a decent amount of farm as well. And Imitator, again, is in some trouble, and he's going to die once more. A lot of these deaths are on the support, so I don't... You know, Team Bright aren't exactly too upset about it.
These are unnecessary deaths. These are deaths where Aster.Aries doesn't commit with anything. They do get the kill. They do get something else. Now they got the tower. And Faceless Void, he's a menace in late game. Got that level 20 talent, plus 95 attack speed during Chrono, going into MKB next as well. So we'll be able to deal with Naga Siren illusions. You also have Mjolnir procs as well. So itemizing correctly, Red Panda, aggressive disruption.
Chrono.
Well, he's on top of it.
Blasting off
Guys.
again. Techies hello, back down to earth. Songs used. BKB, though, from Ulu makes this okay. So, XWY was able to use a BKB. Noxious Plague bouncing around a little bit. Getting that kill in the Naga Siren now with no buyback right by the tier 2 tower. That's at least going to be this. Maybe even on the high ground.
It's a lot of damage, like even with this Chrono and also no blast off that connected because of the Chronosphere, they still managed to get the kill. Faceless Void, I said, this level 20 talent is pretty nuts. You can go for solo kills. Maybe not against this farmed of a hero, but in general. And then you have percentage-based damage coming up from the Underlord. And a lot of control from XWY. I see Hex also being built as his next item. They understand that if they are the ones who are initiating on Naga Siren, landing that Chrono, there's not gonna be Disruptor ulti plus Naga Siren ulti combo. Imitator coming from a really good angle. Let's see if he can connect onto multiple targets.
Nah,
Gonna
he
stop
stopped
it.
Glimpse, disruption, a save. Let me get the mid melee racks. Probably could wait for next Roche up in a minute, potentially. $7K lead, like you were just saying 2 seconds ago. Hey, this has only been a 2K lead max, and well, now it's starting to break open a little bit. They try
This
to
is
get the
also
Tormentor.
pre-MKB on Faceless Void, so we'll get that in a second. Needs another creep. Tormentor has been killed by Bright.
Yep.
Disruptor gets the Aghanim Shard.
Yep.
Not the best one. I feel like, you know, this could use some kind of rework, some kind of a buff.
What would you like to see different about it?
I would like to see it completely changed, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
Just give it something else. Maybe it needs to be tied to some other abilities, like kinetic field. While you're inside kinetic field, it deals damage or some sort of it.
Glimpse adds mana leak for distance traveled via glimpse.
Mana leak. Okay, here we go. I like it already.
Yeah, I know you like mana leak. You know, for every X traveled in glimpse, you lose that mana. Boom.
And a stun. Mana leak had a stun if you ran out of mana.
Yeah. So if you get glimpse back to base, you're stunned.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Look at that. We're so good at ideas. 2 minutes till this Roche is up. So probably going to wait for that on Aster.Aries. I wouldn't be surprised. Especially when you're controlling the map. It's a lot easier to then, you know, not have that situation again where you're forced to use that BKB, or if you don't, you end up not getting the Aegis.
Bottom tower has
Thing is, though, even though you're control this one, Naga Siren farms really well. You can already see the net worth is going down as they've been given enough space on the side of Team Bright to kind of open up and farm the map.
A Faceless Void can still go, like, really big in late game. Once you get that refresher, once you get, like, one item that gives you stats and pick up refresher, having 2 Chronospheres with level 25 backtrack talent, you become very difficult to kill. You can initiate on the target, kill it off. Maybe you like pick up a shard from Roshan from third one. Then you have like 2 Chronos, you use your refresher, then you pop your refresher later on. Hex now picked up by XWY. He had such a great start, then slowed down a bit, but still doing really well. I do like this Aghanim Scepter pickup to be able to control this puck, because a lot of the time, like, these puck players are greedy. Every single one of them. Doesn't want to buy Yule Scepter, doesn't want to buy a BKB anymore. So you know that Silence is going to connect. You do have Kaya Sancho, so status resistance is going to come in handy. Next Roche, in 30 seconds.
I'm just going to come around. You could see Imitator trying to get the wide angle on this one. Astro Step. And they'll go this Chrono immediately. And look at that. They caught Phoenix. They'll catch themselves Undyne. They both have buyback. And if they want to come and fight this Roche, they're going to have to use it pretty much now.
Yeah, my guess is Puck queues up Aeon Disc as his next item. Right now, there is Lincoln Sphere, but in the next minute, there's going to be Aeon Disc. For now, he's keeping a buyback, because they want to still maybe take a fight. Chronosphere has been used as their big tool. You've already seen buyback coming out from Undyne. This Aghanim Scepter plus Sleep combo, yet to be seen.
I'm really given that an opportunity, right? Roche down to half health. Thing is, Faceless Void doesn't have BKB, so has to be ready for a song
Needs
to come
to use
through.
Satanic. Maybe here dropping very low, but they don't want to go for it. Naga Siren, even with the Blink Dagger, does not want to go in. Too afraid. Puck 20 seconds before buyback. They caught Naga Siren. Dodges Rod of Atos.
There's that blink away. Was able to escape the potential danger. So,
Visibility.
escaping that danger, and Naga Siren, who has buyback, ain't alive for now, and they start to move towards the bottom end of the map, seeing this creep wave coming into the tier 3 tower.
Radiant's
Ulu's picking out
is under
Tormentor.
attack.
Tormentor. He could solo it. Does have Satanic, so does have that extra sustain coming out from it.
Red Panda's getting hit pretty hard here.
He's gonna die almost if he sticks around. Guardian Greaves coming in very handy. Void Spirit picks it up.
So he's got that Aether Remnant upgrade.
Just a cooldown. I think the cooldown is the biggest one. Other than that, it's pretty mediocre.
Mid. Charge, Static Storm, and they're going to get whoa. They have the help for him. They'll pop the pipe. They've got the Lotus Orb, and there's the Aegis. So they're looking at the Naga Siren. There's the blast off. Rod of Atos. They've got the Hex. They catch the Naga. They'll get the kill. They'll take him out for 75 seconds. T walks in for a second and ends up falling. Undyne on the run. As they're going to search for this Disruptor, but he's got that ninja gear and is able to outrun them. Interesting little Fiend's Gate here. That went all of 2 feet.
I mean, this was a bit of a risky one. You open up on Faceless Void, who couldn't use items, like no BKB, no Satanic, nothing, couldn't change anything, and he still does have a second life, still does have Chronosphere. This is a huge kill. This is worth like 1,000 gold, and he's not afraid to use it. Veno does not have buyback, so this is going to be a set of barracks. Naga Siren does not want to buy back here.
There goes the top tier 3, and this will be the top side racks.
They're split. XWY will go for the mid-range barracks instead. Still going through this backdoor protection. They do have enough damage. Underlord sitting at 300 plus. Faceless Void does pack a punch as well.
So what do you do at this point? You're down by so much. Like, yeah, it kind of relies on that combination, which they were almost able to do if you didn't have Aegis.
Also, Shadow Demon was not there. This is their counterplay to this big Static Storm where you can't use items. 2.5 second disruption, 2.75, sorry, is going to be enough to survive. Like, especially with level 25 talent now on Faceless Void.
Fiend's Gate, and going for this blast off. Pit of Malice, Sticky Bomb, all missing, but there's the Demonic Purge. Charging away, and goodbye. Oh, no, not yet. They have the Hex. Can they catch him? Yes, they can. They've got the vision with the gem on the Void Spirit, and he will fall.
Double Hex available on side of Aster.Aries. Underlord too tanky to be killed, which means that he can pop the cheese. He's going to be using his items, Lotus Orb, multiple rounds of Pit of Malice and Firestorms. He can't be bursted. From 100 to 0, it's just not possible.
So, Wisdom Rune available. Phoenix going to back up, and can they defend here? I mean, this is going to be a final push, really, through the bottom lane, right?
There's still there's still range barracks in mid and top, but these barracks can easily be taken, so we'll go through the bottom lane, most likely, look for an opening. Now Faceless Void does have Lincoln Sphere available as well, plus a shard. So can time walk in, time walk out without getting hexed from this Venomancer, Glimpse back or charged.
Song. Too late.
But no Disruptor.
Yeah, too late. He's dead for 75 seconds. He doesn't even have buyback.
Without Disruptor, they don't have enough control. Like, they can't control these tanky heroes. Even if they go for it, double Hex. XWI jumping in aggressively.
Yeah, look at that. Chrono landing on 2. They're going for the Naga Siren. And they should have the damage to get the kill. He doesn't have a song or anything like that. And there's the death on the Naga without buyback. Ooh, just coming up. Didn't have it initially, and now he's going to have it. Try to come back into the fight. Yule's up into the air onto the Spare Breaker. There's the Dream Coil down with the BKB pop by XWI. They took out Imitator very quickly, and they're going to look towards the rest. Disruption. Phoenix hit with the Hex. And Blast Off missing, but the Aether Remnant's down, and and it's not going to grab him. He's taking a lot of their attention.
Team Bright, they're going all in. There is Fiend's Gate available if they want to go back into base, heal up on everybody, and then just go back in again.
Right.
BKB still ready for Faceless Void. Disruptor's out in a second. They need to land some like gigantic Static Storm sleep combo.
Blast off hits the Naga Siren again. X to follow it up. These proximity mines starting to explode. Down he goes, and
Eta Gege.
yeah, no buyback. Charge. Killing TK, he'll buy back, but look at the right clicks. Ooh, starting to really output damage. I say starting, but he's been doing it for a while now. And they'll catch Irving. This Vano on the run, but can't survive either, and it will eventually be the Mega Creeps. They're still looking over mid. They still want to get this kill on a Phoenix, but there's the phase shift. Hit of Malice. That comes through. He's still able to blink away and taking the attention once more. All that while the tier 4s are getting taken.
They're playing this for the late game. They think Refresher is going to be on Disruptor. Just kidding. It's not there. It's not happening. Aster.Aries is going to close it out in a second.
Yeah. Not much they could do.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So there goes the throne. This will be the first game for Aster.Aries. Now on a 3 times winning streak over Team Bright.
They started off.